Your Zodiac Astrology horoscopes for the week starting Monday, June 9th, 2025. Zodiac Planetary Summary for all signs. This week begins under the influence of Jupiter, freshly stationed in Cancer, and its presence here turns our attention to matters of emotional security, family ties, and what truly feels like home. There's a stronger desire to protect what we love and to build something that lasts. With Cancer's connection to intuition and the past, it's a useful time to revisit old dreams and reshape them with greater wisdom. If you've been craving deeper roots or more emotional safety, this planetary energy is your cue to start building it now. Meanwhile, the Sun continues its journey through Gemini, keeping conversations flowing and ideas bouncing off the walls. Mercury is also in Gemini, bringing a quickened mental pace to the week. Expect plenty of messages, crossed wires, and clever remarks. It's a good moment for learning, brainstorming, and talking things through, but don't get lost in the noise. Mars in Leo pushes for bold action and greater confidence, making this an excellent time to stand up for yourself. But watch out for unnecessary drama or ego flare-ups, especially in personal relationships. The full moon in Sagittarius midweek brings emotional intensity to themes of truth, direction, and long-term vision. It's likely that something you've been unsure about will come to a head, especially where travel, education, or belief systems are involved. Venus in Cancer softens interactions and adds a sentimental tone to relationships. This is a time when heartfelt gestures go a long way. Saturn in Pisces quietly keeps us grounded in emotional reality and may gently remind us of responsibilities we've been trying to avoid. Don't be surprised if a small reality check helps you refocus on what really matters. All in all, the week carries a mix of heartfelt clarity and mental activity. Use the Gemini energy to speak your truth, the Sagittarius moon to aim higher, and Jupiter in Cancer to bring it all back home. Cancer, the Crab, 22nd June to 22nd July. Yes, you might have itchy feet and a need to get away from it all, but this is actually a time you need to knuckle down and make a solid effort in your own backyard. There is a certain person who will soon call on your full support, and it will pay you in the long term to be a solid foundation for them to rely on. You will be repaid for your efforts. With Mars still moving through your sign this week, your energy levels are high but can be scattered if not properly directed. It's easy to dream about escape or change, especially with Neptune lingering in Pisces and stirring your imagination. But the Sun in Gemini highlights the importance of clearing up loose ends before moving forward. You are likely to find that loyalty and consistency speak volumes now, even more than grand gestures. A family member or close friend may surprise you with how much they appreciate your steadiness. Don't underestimate how meaningful that can be. Leo, the Lion, 23rd July to 22nd August. It may not be easy to stand up for yourself, but in this case you need to, as you may feel you are being taken advantage of. Be very careful who you tell a secret to this week. Not everyone is as honest as they seem. With Mercury now moving through fellow fire sign Sagittarius, your communication style becomes more direct, but also more exposed to misinterpretation. It's a good time to choose your words carefully and not speak in anger, especially if emotions are running high. Jupiter's position may amplify your need to defend your corner, but don't forget that quiet strength often speaks loudest. Trust your instincts when it comes to who you confide in, and don't be afraid to step back if something doesn't sit right. Virgo, the Virgin, 23rd August to 23rd September. You have a lot going on in your life right now. Try and concentrate on one thing at a time, and you will be able to accomplish more in the long run. You have worked very hard to achieve what you have right now, so you can afford to take a step back and allow things to take their course. With the moon passing through Virgo early in the week, Your focus sharpens and you may feel even more compelled to fix or improve everything around you. But with Saturn now retrograde in Pisces, your opposite sign, this is a good time to reflect rather than push forward at full pace. Some long-term plans may require reworking, especially those involving partnerships or shared responsibilities. Don't worry if progress slows. A little patience now will help you fine-tune things before you commit further. Libra, the scales, 23rd September to 22nd October. If the air is getting a little stale indoors, then you know you have to get out some more. Far too often you put off going out and seeking some new sights and sounds, but aspects are good for a little exploring this week. If you are the sort who never ventures out alone, this is the time for a little independence. With Venus now moving through Leo and forming a supportive trine to your ruling planet, you'll find that social confidence gets a much-needed boost. This is a good week to step out of your comfort zone and try something different. Even a solo trip to a new place could leave you feeling recharged and inspired. The moon's movement through your opposite sign of Aries midweek could stir up some relationship tension, but it's nothing you can't handle with a calm head and a bit of charm. Just remember, Libra's balance isn't about staying still. It's about knowing when to shift your weight. Scorpio, the Scorpion, 24th October to 22nd November. Take a break this week. Find something for you to take your mind off things and relax. This is the only way to make peace with yourself. People around you are not out to get to you but rather most want to help. Allow them to do this. Make sure you keep an eye on the post you are about to receive a welcoming letter. With the moon entering Scorpio midweek and forming a supportive trine to Saturn in Pisces, your emotional depth is amplified but also stabilized, making this the perfect time to reflect and reconnect with your inner self. You are not normally one to ask for help, but with Venus still in Cancer and offering emotional support from those closest to you, it's a good moment to let your guard down. A kind gesture or invitation from someone you didn't expect might surprise you. Accept it. You'll benefit from remembering that self-care isn't selfish, and solitude doesn't always mean isolation. Sagittarius, the Archer, 23rd November to 21st December. It is always good to listen to the advice of others, but you need to also follow your instincts. And if something doesn't feel right, then it would be a bad idea to follow it through. A party invitation this week introduces you to a new social circle with new and interesting friends. With Jupiter now settling into Cancer and forming a gentle sextile to Mercury, your natural optimism is tempered with a bit more emotional intelligence than usual. This gives you the perfect balance between instinct and intuition. So trust your gut this week. Conversations may run deeper than expected, especially under the lingering effects of Neptune's influence in Pisces, which may blur lines but also inspire greater empathy. Someone you meet at that gathering could open up a door to future plans or travel, but don't jump in headfirst. Take your time and observe the bigger picture. Capricorn, the Sea Goat, 22nd December to 20th January. Someone you thought of as an enemy actually surprises you this week by becoming a true friend in an hour of need. This week is also the time for money-making opportunities, so be focused and don't be distracted by others. A telephone call will soon put a smile on your face. With Mars moving through Capricorn's opposite sign of Cancer, you may find yourself relying more on partnerships than usual, even ones that previously seemed unlikely. This shift could encourage more cooperation, especially where shared goals are involved. Mercury's position in Gemini could also bring unexpected news or ideas around midweek, possibly linked to finances or work, so keep your ears open and take notes. Just be sure not to act too quickly on anything until you've seen all the details, as Saturn, your ruling planet, encourages a slow and steady approach that always pays off in the end. Aquarius, the water carrier, 21st January to 19th February. You are about to be whisked off your feet by someone who you have liked for ages, but until now has kept their feelings hidden. Enjoy and cherish each moment you spend with that special person in your life, and make sure you show your appreciation in return. With Mars forming a sextile to Uranus, Aquarius' ruling planet, there's a sudden and exciting shift in the way you relate to others. Conversations that once felt awkward now come naturally, and you may find yourself opening up more than usual. The Moon's position in Gemini midweek also boosts your confidence, giving you the perfect chance to share how you feel. Whether you are starting something new or rekindling a connection, keep things honest and light. It's the best way to let this momentum grow naturally. Pisces, the Fish, 20th February to 20th March. Sometimes just when you are looking in the other direction, someone turns on a light and gets your attention. Keep your eyes open and be ready to accept an invitation out of the blue. You never know who you might meet. A casual flirtation with someone new could lead to some interesting consequences this week. With Neptune still settled in your sign, your intuition is heightened, but it may also blur the line between fantasy and reality. Make sure you are seeing people for who they really are, rather than who you want them to be. Venus forming a soft angle to Neptune midweek adds a romantic glow to interactions, but be sure to take things slow. While it's fine to enjoy the moment, don't let your imagination run too far ahead before you truly get to know someone. Let things unfold naturally. There's no need to rush what could become something meaningful. Aries, the Ram, 21st March to 20th April. Things may change this week, and you need to be prepared for it. You have been dragging your feet for too long, and now is the time to accept what is about to take place. You will get nowhere by being stubborn, and eventually you will discover that this is all going to be for the best. Someone close to you is watching how you handle all this, and may step in with advice that catches you off guard. Try not to dismiss what they say too quickly, as is the usual Aries way, as their perspective could help you see things more clearly. There's also a chance to patch up a disagreement before it goes too far. Just be the bigger person and make the first move. Taurus, the Bull, 21st April to 21st May. Trouble shared is trouble halved. Make sure that you are there for a friend who needs you right now. You don't even have to know the correct advice, but just by being there to comfort will be of great help. A package delivered to your door gives you great pleasure this week when you see where it's from. With Venus now settling into Cancer, emotional support and comfort take center stage, and you are in exactly the right frame of mind to offer that to someone close. Just don't forget to check in with your own needs too. It's easy to give too much and forget your own balance. Later in the week, a passing comment could lead to something more meaningful than expected, especially where family ties or old friends are concerned. Keep your schedule loose. You may want to make time for a surprise visitor. Gemini, the Twins, 21st May to 21st June. Stick to your guns and make it clear what it is you want. You will get nowhere by keeping things quiet and low-key. Be yourself and don't allow others to influence or try to change the way you are. A new job or promotion is looking promising for you this week. Mercury, your ruling planet, is now moving through Cancer, which means your usual fast-talking charm is backed by a deeper emotional insight. Use this to your advantage when negotiating or making your intentions known. Midweek, the Moon in Virgo helps you spot the fine print others miss, especially useful if you are dealing with paperwork or job offers. As long as you stay grounded and don't second-guess yourself, this could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Romance, money, career, travel, home, well-being and more. Follow your weekly Zodiac Astrology horoscopes here. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. See you next week.